Hello everyone and welcome back to the Bantamweight Boxing YouTube channel with me, Michael Waite. And yes, I am in my own clothes today. No shirts, unfortunately. Did manage to have 20 minutes after work to get changed and record this video. But crazy news coming out right now in the boxing world with Floyd Mayweather announcing that he'll be fighting Deji, or as many people know him, Comedy Shorts Gamer, a YouTuber, an English YouTuber, in Saudi Arabia, I believe, in the Coca-Cola stadium. This will be set for November. I think the 13th of November is the date they've got. But yeah, Deji, if you don't know him, is KSI's younger brother. Very popular on YouTube. I think 10 million subscribers or something crazy like that. I know Deji quite well, not personally, unfortunately, but I did grow up watching a lot of his videos, as with KSI. So if you told me about 10 years ago that one of my favorite boxers, Mayweather, would be fighting one of my favorite YouTubers, Deji, I would have burst out laughing. But now we're living in a world where these crossovers are just kind of common knowledge. You're not even too shocked about it when you hear. Obviously, Mayweather, fought Logan Paul not too long ago now in a big money fight. Fight is probably a bit of a stretch. It was a bit of a kind of bit of a Strictly Come Dancing, wasn't it? There wasn't a lot of fighting going on. There was a lot of hugging, a lot of slapping. It was a bit of a weird one, but nevertheless, they both secured a lot of money, and people got to make content on it and stuff like that, and it brings a lot of traction to the sport. So I've made it very clear I'm not against this YouTube boxing stuff. I think it's quite entertaining. Still takes me a while to get used to it. I'm still very, it just blows my mind that Mayweather is fighting Deji. It's a bit crazy, but I like it. I think, as I said earlier, brings a lot of eyes to the sport. A lot of people who probably weren't into boxing see their favorite YouTuber, whether that be Logan Paul, KSI, the list goes on now. They see their boxing, they watch them fight. Then they go, you know what, this boxing stuff, I quite like it. Maybe they get into boxing, or maybe they tune into a proper fight, and become a boxing fan. So I quite like it. I think also as well, what you get with these YouTubers is they are born entertainers. So what they do, I say YouTube, I'm a YouTuber myself, so I know I'm an entertainer. But what these YouTubers know how to do is they know how to get views, they know how to sell fights, they know how to present themselves. And, I've seen some of the build-ups for these YouTube fights, and they are quite funny. Like, the Logan Paul KSI build-up, that was very high profile, very entertaining. And that is a big part of the fights now, is that build-up. So, I respect it. And, Deji will be fighting Mayweather. I've heard that it is an 8-round fight. Now, I've watched a few of Deji's fights. There's only been a few. I'm pretty sure I've watched the majority of them. I think I may have missed one. I saw his most recent one where he won. And what we kind of see with Deji is he is this kind of rocky kind of character of the YouTube world. He is like, started off as kind of, I think he fought Jake Paul and did very well against Jake Paul, but didn't win it. But, and he gained a lot of respect from that because it was kind of a bit of a shock. Then he went on a bit of a decline. I think he didn't really train a lot for some of his other fights and was a bit embarrassing in some ways, gassing out and taking the knee and all of that. And now he's come back recently and fought FouseyTube, another big YouTuber, and properly beat him up and put in a really good performance. And I think the whole YouTube world really got behind him because they were like, we can see you have trained so hard for this. And he's really been on a roller coaster journey. So he is, the YouTuber's Italian stallion. Props to Deji. I think it's a great experience for him. If he's serious about the boxing world, there's no better person to share the ring with. He's going to learn a lot from fighting Floyd Mayweather. And also as well, you fight Floyd Mayweather, it's a good experience. You make a lot of money, especially if you're in Saudi Arabia. And third of all, there's no shame in losing. It's a free fight. It's a free fight for him, because if he loses, hey, no matter, that's what we all expected. And if he wins, he could go down as one of the biggest names in boxing history. And you think I'm joking when I say that, but that will always be remembered, that this man was the first to ever beat Floyd Mayweather. I know it's an exhibition, but we're not going to see it as an exhibition as fight fans. So best of luck to Deji. Same for Floyd Mayweather. I think whenever these kind of these like bits and bobs come out about Mayweather fighting these, you know, random people in all parts of the world, everyone's straight to kind of criticize him and say, you're a sellout, oh, Mayweather needs the money, Fair play to him. If he, you know, I don't know what his financial position is. I'm sure it's better than mine. But if he can take these fights, exhibition fights, and make a load of money for it in what he would consider quite an easy fight, then go for it. He's not a stupid man. He picks these fights very carefully, and I'm sure he believes he can beat Deji. What I'm interested in is that Mayweather didn't go for the KSI fight. Now, Deji is obviously a big name, but we all know it's KSI who is the kind of big dog of this YouTube boxing world, and I thought he would have gone for him just because the viewership, I think, would be even higher as well. But maybe he was scared. Maybe Floyd Mayweather didn't think he could take on the nightmare in KSI, but we'll never know. But yeah, no, it's exciting stuff. What are my predictions? I feel guilty even giving a prediction. I do think Mayweather is going to win this fight. I think if it was a 3-rounder, I'd have a bit more hope for Deji. But from what I've seen with him, his gas tank isn't the best. And 8 rounds, if it's 3-minute rounds, it's going to be very grueling with someone who's used to doing 12-rounders. So I am picking Mayweather, believe it or not. I'm just a bit scared to lose my YouTube credibility, so I'm not going to go with Deji. But yeah, fair play to Deji. At the end of the day, Deji is the real winner. To get this fight is massive for him. So yeah, shout out to the YouTube boxing world. He's got a good team behind him, Deji, to get this fight. But yeah, let's see a bit more of it. But thank you very much for listening. That's all I've got to say about this. Do like and subscribe. Did really well on my last video, so let's keep that going. But yeah, thanks for listening and have a good night.